we have a very special guest who has truly redefined leadership in the HR space, making remarkable strides across regions and industries.
When you look at the importance of local flexibility, it's also essential to be a talent destination. And in such cases, one size fits all approach will not work. We have been able to create a positive work environment that motivates employees and boosts retention. By aligning our people strategies with the ESG goals, we can actually create a more sustainable and more responsible workforce.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, a podcast series by Directors Institute World Council of Directors. I am Rajesh Joshi, and today we have a very special guest who has truly redefined leadership in the HR space, making remarkable strides across regions and industries. With over 16 years of HR leadership experience, including key roles in global organizations like Ecolab, Airtel, and Ranbaxy, she has pioneered HR transformation, championed total rewards programs, and led talent development initiatives that have impacted regions spanning the Middle East, Africa, Asia Pacific, and beyond. Her expertise in HR operations, organizational effectiveness, and strategic business partnering has not only shaped the organizations she's worked with, but has also contributed to the evolution of HR management globally. It's an honor to welcome Ms. Vrinda Sood, Human Resources Director at Ecolab, to FaceTime with Leaders. Vrinda, thank you so much for being here today. We're thrilled to have you join us.
Thank you so much, Rajesh, for this amazing introduction. I'm truly humbled. Thank you.
Well, the pleasure is all ours. Today's episode is packed with powerful insights. We will dive into Vrinda's incredible journey, discuss her views on the future of HR transformation, and explore how HR professionals can navigate the evolving challenges in leadership and talent management. Whether you're looking to make a greater impact in your HR career or understand the shifting dynamics of global workforces, this conversation will be one you won't want to miss. Looking back on your impressive career, it is clear that you have played a key role in HR transformation across multiple regions, from India to the Middle East and beyond. But before all the awards and accolades, what was that initial spark for you? Was there a defining moment early on in your career when you realized that HR wasn't just a job for you, but the field in which you wanted to make a real impact?
Yeah, thanks for that question again. When I look back at my career, the pivotal moment that ignited my passion for HR was when I was in doing my MBA. It was then when I truly grasped the profound impact that the function has in its ability to shape careers, to
Mhm, mhm.
foster a thriving work environment, and to create equitable workspaces. Since early on, I have also been very fortunate to have mentors in my career who also guided me towards the HR space. Their insights, coupled with my own academic interests, further solidified my decision to take on HR. The
Mhm.
realization, as you said, that HR is just not a function, a job or an admin function, but a powerful catalyst to strategic business development, as well as making sure that the organization succeeds, has further fueled my determination. During
Mhm.
that time, I also wrote several award winning papers, research papers, to
Uh-huh.
delve further into the HR space. Since then, I have been excited to contribute in this field and make a tangible difference in the organizations and the people I work for.
Wow, wow. That's such an inspiring moment. I mean, it must have felt incredible to realize you were not in the path to transforming HR on such a large scale, but actually transform yourself also, if I may say that. You've had a pivotal role in policy design and the creation of governance frameworks across various reward processes for regions like the Middle East and Africa. What's been your approach to balancing global HR policies with regional needs, and how do you ensure that both are effectively aligned?
Well, balancing global HR policies with the regional needs is a very delicate yet a crucial aspect of managing, especially a multinational workforce. In regions like us, Middle East, Africa, Asia, the cultural, legal, and business landscapes vary significantly, and it's essential to balance the consistency with flexibility.
Mhm,
My approach developing adapt is to develop adaptable frameworks. This can be that can be applied globally while being locally relevant. I'll take an example here. When I created the framework for
mhm,
my existing organization, with the scope of this geography that I operate in, I started understanding first what were the core set of global philosophies and frameworks that were absolutely non-negotiable for us. I
mhm,
then considered factors like the local market practice, the legal requirements, the labor laws prevailing in that market to make sure that that these frameworks found success in the regional use. Not only that, some of the work that I did in this space was
mhm.
actually adopted by the global organization to implement it across. So that was the
Wow.
impact of having thorough as well as very balanced frameworks.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Furthermore, when you look at the importance of local flexibility, it's also essential to be a talent destination. And in
Mhm.
such cases, one size fits all approach will not work. So
Abs-
when you come to this part of the world, allowances supporting children for schooling is absolutely the market reality, whereas in another markets providing better healthcare benefits can maybe prioritized. So
mhm,
it's always about collaborating with the global as well as the regional HR teams for them to understand the nuances of the policy so that they can effectively implement it. Not
mhm,
only that, my job doesn't stop there. I also go back to make sure that I'm touching base with them, taking that regular feedback, so that if there are any changes that are needed and any
mhm.
adoption that is needed, we can take care of that. So my ultimate goal is to create HR frameworks that foster a sense of global unity while valuing the regional differences, and striking this balance is can create a more productive workforce for us.
Absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it is not just about being in a position to roll out certain programs. It is also about understanding how these programs are actually going to be efficient and effective in ultimately achieving the purpose, the localized purpose, if I may say so. And I believe that's the job that you've been doing fantastically well. And my compliments to you on that. That's really phenomenal what you've just described.
Thank you so much.
Moving on, as someone who's led HR business partnering for several key sectors such as finance, chemicals, and telecommunications, how do you ensure that the HR function remains aligned with the strategic objectives of the business while also driving employee satisfaction? I mean, we just touched upon the rewards program and all that you described, but would like to delve a little bit further into detail.
Absolutely. In the multiple hats that I wear currently, this is one of the most important part of my role, the HR
Mhm,
business partner. And in that role, I've always prioritized that we are aligning the HR strategies with the broader business objectives. And that will actually help employee satisfaction. How have we managed to achieve this balance? Is I have personally always tried to establish strong relationships with the key business leaders that I work with. By proactively engaging with them, I have been able to gain a good understanding of what the strategic goals as well as challenges are for them. This has allowed me to tailor my HR initiatives that are fit for purpose and not just good for the books. You know,
mhm,
for
mhm,
example, while in my current role, while supporting the oil and gas business that I support here, there was a challenge of hiring local as well as female talent. This
Mhm.
localization mandate by the government was, if we do not comply to it, would mean that there would be business loss worth millions of dollars. So we addressed, how did we go about addressing this? Is we created an early talent program that feeds young graduates into our organization. Now,
Mhm.
while we were doing this, we were able to bring local as well as diverse engineering talent, which is really scarce to find, and build them the way we wanted to build them. And this helped us not only support our business imperatives, but also from an employee perspective, they were able to get a robust career path for the young talent.
Right.
I also believe that engaged employees are more productive by offering flexible work arrangements, career development opportunities. We have been able to create a positive work environment that motivates employees and boosts retention. So, in some of the examples that that I've shared, we have been actually able to create a win-win situation, if I may say, for both the business as well as the people.
Wow, wow, wow. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing how you're able to balance both business strategy and employee satisfaction so effectively, and at the same time, not losing sight of productivity as a measure of business success. That's absolutely phenomenal. As someone who's worked in talent management across multiple regions, what do you see is the most important skill HR leaders need to develop to thrive in today's globalized work environment?
Well, if you reflect on that, if I look at the ever changing and the increasingly globalized work environment, I believe that the most critical skill for HR leaders is actually cultural intelligence. The ability to understand and effectively connect with people from different cultures is what cultural intelligence is. And such leaders can actually navigate complex cross cultural dynamics by building strong relationships and also adapting the HR strategies to suit the local context. If
Mhm.
I take the example, as we know, UAE is a melting pot of several cultures. In my organization alone, we have over 40 nationalities sitting here. So we have actually prioritized cultural intelligence by aligning our strategies with robust DE&I, which is diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives.
Mhm. Mhm.
For instance, and it goes from a different. We have a varying scale of initiatives that we've done. So I'll take you through some of them. So
Mhm.
we
Mhm.
celebrate various festivals here, which often foster camaraderie and understanding of different cultures amongst colleagues. Our leave policy also allows associates or our employees to actually celebrate their cultural festivals because the public holidays here do not allow for that. So we have
Right.
been able to provide that flexibility to our employees. Having a workplace infrastructure to support an inclusive environment like prayer rooms, nursing rooms for new mothers have also been implemented. So these initiatives not only enrich our workplace, but also contribute to making a more inclusive and productive work environment. Apart
Okay.
from cultural intelligence, the other skill that I think is very important in our changing environment is the technological proficiency. It is becoming increasingly important HR skill, I believe, and the HR leaders have to become more comfortable using HR tech tools, AI, make AI your friend, and data analytics to become more effective in their roles.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's fascinating. Fascinating to hear how you've embraced the changing demands of a globalized workforce, especially when it comes to cultural intelligence and tech adaptation. Miss Sood, the best way to predict the future is to create it, said Abraham Lincoln, and you've certainly been doing that through your career. As someone who has already shaped the HR landscape in so many ways, how do you envision creating the next chapter of your career? Do you see yourself stepping into even more senior leadership roles, perhaps influencing the future of HR at even a broader level?
Absolutely. I would say that I've been fortunate to
Mhm.
transform and build HR practices with the kind of roles that have come my way. And as I look at that, I'm also excited about the opportunities to continue to have this impact and take it to a larger level.
Mhm. Mhm.
From championing transformation across total rewards, talent, business partnering, the what I envision for myself is to become a strategic leader, shaping the future of HR at a broader level for sure.
Mhm.
This
Mhm.
could come from large scale HR transformations, or influencing global HR policies, or even for that matter, driving the digital transformation, the journey that everybody is on, or is getting started on at the
Right.
moment.
Right.
I'm particularly passionate, and it's very close to me, is to create a fast, inclusive as well as an equitable workplace. And I always say that data is your friend. So by leveraging data-driven insights, we have actually been able to identify biases, equity issues, and have actually been able to create a more equitable opportunity environment for our employees here.
Mhm. Mhm.
Also,
Mhm.
harnessing the power of AI and automation will be a clear priority for the future. We are just getting started with that journey.
Right.
We can streamline processes, improve decision making, as well as enhance employee experience with the digital and the AI tools that are coming our way. Ultimately, my passion is to create an environment where HR is truly strategic as well as inclusive, and
Mhm.
we
Mhm.
are recognized as a key driver of business success.
Wow, wow, that's a really fascinating vision, Miss Sood. I think it is exciting to see someone so passionate about shaping the future of HR, and with your experience and drive, there's no doubt that you will continue to have a transformative impact. Miss Sood, with your experience in HR leadership, how do you think HR can be a driving force in embedding ESG values into company culture and day to day operations? What's one small but impactful change HR can make to support a more sustainable and responsible future?
I will probably not give you one small change. I might give you a couple there.
Oh, yes.
But
Oh, yes.
because I believe that HR plays a pivotal role when it comes to, contributing to the ESG goals. And by aligning our people strategies with the ESG goals, we can actually create a more sustainable and more responsible workforce. Some of
Mhm.
the initiatives, if I were to say it out, we start with recruiting for sustainability, which means we prioritize candidates in the market who are passionate about sustainability and whose own passion and commitment align with our company's ESG goals and purpose as well.
Okay.
The second one would be sustainable workplace initiatives to encourage employees to participate in sustainable drives such as volunteer programs, energy conservation, waste management, and finding such efforts to make it your workplace a lot more sustainable.
Mhm.
Thereafter, even the wellness programs, and this is where it comes very close to HR, is to promote the overall employee well-being across mental, physical, as well as bringing that work-life balance for them that can actually contribute to sustainable workforce. We will have people working with us a lot longer. And lastly, when it comes to sustainable leadership development programs, our leadership attributes must develop leaders to prioritize ethical leadership, good decision making, and good governance, as well as sustainability. And drawing inspiration from our own company, Ecolab's commitment to wastewater, I'll take an example here. We have actually integrated water conservation practices into our workplace. For
Mhm.
instance, we encourage employees to reduce water waste, not use plastic bottles, we not to use anything plastic in the office. So none of the things that we want to do has to have plastic in it, and participate in water conservation programs and campaigns. All of these steps can actually help us create a more responsible as well as a sustainable organization.
Absolutely thoughtful perspective, Ms. Sood. It is amazing how HR can influence not just the company culture, but also make real changes in aligning a business with ESG values. It sounds like creating a responsible workplace is all about integrating those values in a way that is authentic and sustainable. Ms. Sood, you've had the opportunity to engage with the Directors Institute. Can you share a bit about your experience working with the organization and how it has influenced your leadership journey?
Absolutely. I had the interest to join the board roles since last year when they first started coming to me.
Mhm.
And before joining the Directors Institute, I was eager to enhance my leadership skills and explore the intricacies of boardroom governance, but I did not know where to start. The Institute's rigorous program and insightful discussions have actually provided me with a comprehensive understanding of the complex challenges as well as the
Mhm.
opportunities that boardroom roles bring. I particularly value the emphasis on strategic thinking, ethical leadership, and board governance. They have
Mhm.
directly influenced my existing approach also towards decision making, problem solving, and also understanding the boardroom dynamics. I would definitely want to call out the live sessions that were especially enriching. And not only that, coupled with the real life case studies, it further helped me comprehend the topics a lot better by seeing some of those real life examples there. Overall, I would say Directors Institute has actually been able to equip me with the right tools and the knowledge that I can be effective in boardroom roles.
Wow, wow, that's amazing, Ms. Sood. It's inspiring to hear how the Directors Institute has helped shape your approach to leadership. Well, we actually wanted that this conversation could go on, but for paucity of time, we have come to the end of the conversation. Your insights today have been nothing short of inspiring. It is clear that your passion for leadership, continuous learning, and positive change is making a real difference in the HR world. We truly appreciate you taking the time to join us and share your journey with us. On behalf of everyone at Directors Institute, we wish you continued success as you continue to shape the future of HR leadership. We can't wait to see the amazing impact you'll make in the years to come. We hope you've been as inspired by Vrinda's story as we have. Stay tuned for more incredible conversations with exceptional leaders in our next episode. Until then, keep challenging yourself, keep evolving, and remember, your journey is the difference you make. This is Rajesh Joshi signing off.